Hello, it's 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm from my summer place in Calabria, and I was reflecting and journaling and pondering about a lot of things, and one concept that I'm really focusing on in this period of my life and I'm trying to teach and to communicate to my clients is the concept of brainwashing your brain. And for brainwashing, what I really mean is a sort of conditioning of your brain. Our brain, as you know, is a machine, and it works on command. So, and it works by learning. It works by all the things it can learn. And so if you teach your brain something and you repeat it over and over again, your brain will respond to that command. And you can do for everything. You can do, for instance, for something that becomes really automatic, like washing your teeth, like walking, that is sort of procedural memory. But it can also train your brain to respond to different stimuli, like how you talk to yourself. And most of the people kind of have a sort of automatic dialogue with themselves. And most of the times, it's more and more I go ahead and I talk to people and I coach different people. I'm discovering that 90% inner dialogues of people is really bad, it's really poor, it's really miserable. And that's a sort of unconscious conditioning for your brain. But if you kind of retrain your brain to change that inner dialogue, everything changes, because our brain starts to unlearn the old inner dialogue. And I know it can be tricky, since maybe it's a dialogue that is going over for a lot of years, maybe for 10 years, or since you were born. But you can condition yourself to change the inner dialogue. That's why the concept of brainwashing yourself, because it really starts from the old times, from the old rituals, and from the old formulas. No? What is a formula? A magic formula is just a sort of words or a phrase that you repeat over and over again in order for things to happen. And so that's your inner dialogue. It's just a series of sentences, a series of phrases that you repeat yourself over and over again. And so your brain learn those phrases and they become automatic. It's a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you change that formula, if you change those formulas, you start conditioning your brain to talk differently to yourself, okay? And so yes, if you choose some powerful affirmations in the way that you want to talk to yourself, and you repeat it over and over again, even when it's not automatic, even when you have to do on purpose, okay? You start conditioning your brain to go in another direction. And that direction represents you're reborn, because it's all about how we frame things. So we have to condition our brain, we have to brainwash our brain to talk differently. And in order to train our brain, we have to repeat affirmations over and over again, like magic formulas, like an abracadabra, because abracadabra is not other than just repeat something, an affirmation over and over again with a sort of magic power behind. But if you touch a meaning to some sentences that you repeat, for instance, in front of your mirror, it becomes your new abracadabra, and it starts to have a power over yourself. So I'm sorry because I'm kind of keeping my phone with my arm like that, because I don't know where to put it, and I want to show my background behind. But I'm humbly inviting you to start this method of conditioning and brainwashing yourself through your words and through your inner dialogue. And our inner dialogue is how we talk to ourselves. If you have a poor inner dialogue, your brain is conditioned to talk poorly with yourself, and you kind of harnessize that convictions or those convictions in your subconscious mind, and it becomes harder and harder then to evaporate, to make those convictions evaporating. But if you start talk differently to yourself, and you choose your personal abracadabra, your personal magic formula that you can repeat over and over again, like an information in front of the mirror every day, different times a day, your brain starts to be conditioned, and you start your process of brainwashing yourself. And that's the key to success, and the key to happiness, and the key to peace of your mind. Okay, so choose today your personal abracadabra and start to repeat it over and over again to yourself. Start to brainwash yourself. Bye.